In a broad world of tarot, where we constantly seek guidance to our questions pertaining to broken hearts, the acquisition of more money, improved health, and the common fare, the readings contained within our universe are meant to inform us of the dangers lurking around random corners and to provide direction on how best to avoid them. This information is timeless, so whether it gives us insight into our present, direction towards our future, or clears away the shroud of confusion surrounding our past, let us now delve deep into the mysterious realms of Phantom Justice Tarot.
Hello and welcome to another installment of the Phantom Justice Tarot. I'm your host, the Phantom, and I pray you all are doing well, staying safe, and taking care of yourselves and taking care of one another. Please hit that like button, like, share, and subscribe to my channel. I would greatly appreciate it. And also keep in mind that everything I say may not resonate with you or your story, but it may resonate with somebody else's in your life. So take what resonates and please leave what does not. So let's go ahead and get into the energy and see what comes out in the reading. So as usual, I went ahead and shoveled these cards before I got on camera, but I will do it again. Just for posterity's sake. Is that the phrase? If I'm using that correctly. Alright. Uh-oh. So a card just flipped over, so let's see what it is. Alright, Six of Pentacles. Can y'all see that? Alright, there we go. Six of Pentacles. It's in the reverse, so that is Taurus energy. Alright, so this actually, it reminds me of a reading I did, I think it was one of the previous readings, and I mentioned the Six of Pentacles coming out, but it didn't come out in that particular reading, but now here it is. I forgot exactly what was going on, but it was, I don't know if it was something with handing something over or giving something away, because the Six of Pentacles is usually a charitable energy, so you're going to be giving something, you're helping somebody, you're being supportive, whether it's being supported with some type of money or financial resource or so. But when it comes out in the reverse, this is saying that someone is not as giving, they didn't give something away, they kept it, they're not as sharing. So if somebody was expecting to receive some payout, some money, some resource or something, this is saying that, okay, it didn't come to them, or that someone refused to give something away. Especially with the energy of that Six of Pentacles, it can sometimes be overly giving, so sometimes having to pull your resources back or having to pull your energy back in some way. Not to say that whoever or whatever is in this energy doesn't support or doesn't have any emotion or anything, but maybe they're just not in a position to give, or maybe they were tired of being taken advantage of as well. So perhaps somebody could have been taken advantage of in a situation, so they stopped giving, but we'll see. Then we have the Knight of Swords comes out in the reverse. Somebody was stopped in their tracks. So I don't know if somebody was on their way to get something or if they thought they were, because usually with the energy of the Knight of Swords, it is a very quick energy. It's very rushed. But in the reverse though, this is saying someone slowed down. Hold on, y'all. My thing adjusted. But yes, usually with this Knight of Swords, it's a very quick energy and it rushes. But in this position, something is slowed down drastically. Someone was stopped in their tracks. Maybe someone was en route to somewhere as well too. And maybe they rushed too quickly. Maybe they overdid something. Maybe they overplayed their hand. they, whatever it did, it stopped them in their tracks and they weren't able to receive this payout. And I was just thinking that death card. It comes out in the reverse though, which is a good thing because again, knowing the nature of this channel, um, I was feeling that when I said someone didn't receive a payout or someone stopped or they were stopped in their tracks, they were halted, they didn't proceed, this very well could have been someone who was hired to do something to another person. Okay, right here. However, it comes out in the reverse. So someone changed their mind or someone didn't follow through. And this is why someone. So no money was given out, no payout was given out. Maybe the job wasn't done, the job wasn't completed. So someone really did have someone set up and it's like marked for death. I know that term has been used a lot, especially in um, documentaries and movies and the such and books, but this really was. It was like a mark right here, marked for death. This is Scorpio energy as well, by the way, with this death card, because Scorpio is that energy of death and rebirth, transformation, something changing. Obviously, something had not changed within somebody's status. So, because something didn't change, and because this event, whatever it was that was supposed to change, did not, somebody did not transition, somebody did not use a weapon, someone very well could have had a weapon. I mean, this is the Knight of Swords. So who knows what kind of weapon or something. But let's see what else comes out. The Seven of Cups, and it comes out in the reverse. That's Scorpio. That's Scorpio energy as well. So it's almost as if someone was in some kind of fog or some kind of delusion. So I don't know if somebody was strung out on something, and I don't know why I said strung out, but it's like somebody was hyped up or turned up. They could have been turned up on some kind of substance or so that had them whacked. And I'm just gonna say that because that's the energy that I'm getting from this Seven of Cups right now. It can be smoke, it can be mirrors. Someone filled another person's head with a lot of delusions or lies or confusion. They confused them somehow. Whatever they were told, this is what made them. uh, if money was not a motivating factor, then it could have been something on an emotional level as well too. I mean, because those are the two main components when we deal with people trying to take advantage or hurt another. Is either because of some emotional issue or usually because of some kind of financial issue. We started off with the Six of Pentacles, so we see that all right, there is a financial component here. Someone didn't receive some kind of payout or some kind of resource or so for some job that wasn't done, that wasn't completed, but somebody here was basing something off a lie, and it was dealing with some kind of emotional confusion with this Seven of Cups. So someone could have, um, people could have been conspiring. I don't know if this, like I said, two or more people, because it is three. Well, it's a person and it's two dogs on this Six of Pentacles. But again, it's just representing energy. But with this Seven of Cups, as I said, it's just confusion. It is coming out of the delusion, coming out of the fog, pretty much. And especially if it's a fog where there is substances, where there is some kind of um, chemical imbalance as well. Let's see. Eight of Cups. That's Pisces. Yeah, somebody disconnected from this. Okay. So this could have, whoever was hired, whoever was put in charge, whoever was recruited for this specific task, after they came out of the la la land, because again, Seven of Cups in the upright, it is the confusion, it is being in that house of mirrors. Um, in the reverse, this is saying that okay, things are clearing up now that the smoke is clear or so. So it's kind of like the smoke has been cleared, and now with this Eight of Cups, somebody is emotionally disconnected from this. So I did say that somebody put someone in a position where they had them confused, but it was successful because they were able to have them wrapped up in their emotions. But because somebody disconnected or somebody removed themselves, and they could have removed themselves physically as well too, obviously this didn't follow through, but this very well could have just been the person who, as I said, hell, it could have been the person who was the target. They were the ones who moved out of the way, or moved out of the state, or moved out of the area, or hell, they were not, so they weren't where they were supposed to be or something, or where somebody thought they would have been. Hmm. Janet, Miss Jackson, if you're nasty, nasty, nasty boy, don't mean a thing. Uh, uh, all you nasty boys. Okay, listen, y'all know how songs go through my head right here on this channel. Yeah, this is a kind of a dark channel, I suppose, but uh, we still keep it a little bit light. But Janet Jackson, so that might factor in because Janet Jackson started playing in my head, and Nasty Boys, that song came out in 1986, 87 or so, and it was from her third album, Control. So there could have been a level of control here. Somebody trying to control somebody through their emotions, control somebody through a substance. Let's see what else comes up. The King of Pentacles. Somebody was paying for this. Somebody was paying for this. Because the King of Pentacles is the one who has the resources, whether it be a man or whether it be a woman. It's a businessman, it's an entrepreneur, someone who is very business savvy. And they have a lot of connections, network connections. Somebody was heavily connected here, or someone had enough money or so to pay for something, because this King of Pentacles falls on top of this Six of Pentacles. This is the one who was giving. But then here we go with the Knight of Swords. So this was an older person. This could have been an older person who had money, but they enlisted a younger person to do some foolish act. So somebody tried to get a younger person caught up in some fuck shit. And they either used drugs, they either plied them with alcohol. They could have used money or so. I mean, it was the promise of money as well too. But somebody didn't get that money. Maybe somebody got shafted for money as well too, because somebody got shafted for money, because somebody got taken advantage of for money. Perhaps they were doing this as well. If something was stolen or taken from them, they conspired to get it back. So if they didn't take a legal route, then they took the backdoor route. Okay, they took there's some illegal activity, obviously, but it was some money. Either some money was, I don't think it could have been stolen. I don't know, but it wasn't handed over freely. Someone didn't hand over money freely, or someone didn't get paid for the job or something like that. So, even if someone didn't receive the money for the job, then that could have been a reason too why someone decided not to, and they walked away, and they were like, all right, they realized that they weren't gonna get this payout, they weren't getting the resource. Maybe they came to a point where they realized, when they snapped out of it, when the drugs, when the alcohol, when the whatever wore off, when the confusion magic, I don't know, wore off, then they started to see things clearly. someone here could have been born like in the 80s or so. Queen of Wands in the reverse. This is jealousy. This is the energy of jealousy. The Queen of Wands wants the attention all on them, whether it be a man or whether it be a woman. This is someone who is, they're starved for attention. They're jealous for attention. So if this is someone who felt as if another person wasn't paying them attention, or felt as if they weren't receiving the proper attention, or that someone was not catering to them or giving to them, and maybe they feeling entitled or so, trying to throw their weight around, or trying to use a position of power, because the wands are fire, it's energy, it's action. So this is someone who could have been very hot-headed. But as I said, with the Knight of Swords, someone moving quickly, but then they were slowed down. So this very well, it could have been a few people, as I said, because now we have a King of Pentacles, we have a Knight of Swords, and a Queen of Wands. And I did say there could have been at least 2 or 3 people involved. And now we have the three court cards that are right here. But they're all in different suits. So these people, I mean, they didn't have to work together. They didn't even have to know each other. They just could have, like I said, it's a network. If the Eight of Wands comes out, then this is some kind of online community or so, or people were using some kind of devices, obviously. This is starved, this jealousy for attention. 9 of Swords. Somebody's stressed. Somebody's worried. All right. Reality. Reality is now setting in. Reality has set in for someone. As I did say, when they finally got by themselves, when they finally got alone, when everything started to wear off, and when that high started to wear down, then they realized that something hadn't changed. They realized that something hadn't happened to someone. But again, that could have been the person who employed, but I feel like the person who employed, they might, I don't know, they could be stressed or worried, but this could be the person who was actually used, because this falls back onto them, as well. I'll say this, it's a trickle-down effect, because whoever was involved, then pretty much is people can point the fingers at each other. So it's like somebody is stressed, somebody is worried now. After the effects have worn off, after the substances have worn off, after they realize what they were about to do, or what they had signed up to do, or had agreed to, because there could have been this was a business. It was something with a business arrangement. The 5 of Swords in the reverse. That is Aquarius. And the 9 of Swords is Gemini. So, with this 5 of Swords, it's like somebody in that energy of recovery. Somebody recovered. Okay. Well, that is that it's resting, it's rejuvenation. So, but we did say after that recovery period, somebody could have been in a halfway house or a substance abuse program or so at some point, or they have a history of that. Because now it's like somebody has gone back to rehab, or somebody has gone back to the program or something. For some. but this is a recovery period, so somebody recovered. But I did say, if somebody here was marked, if they were the target, then this didn't follow through, obviously. And I feel as if they could have possibly emotionally or physically disconnected as well, because it fought the Five of Swords in reverse falls on top of the Eight of Cups. Somebody saw through the illusions, so that possibly what could have saved them as well too. Them seeing through the fog, or them not falling for the bullshit. Because with the Five of Swords, look at it. That's the people waiting to take advantage. This is somebody waiting. So this very well could have been this Knight of Swords. This same person. They were waiting, as I said. But we avoided the mess. Somebody avoided the mess because somebody was waiting. I'm telling you. But somebody removed themselves just in the nick of time, or they didn't show up, they didn't follow through, they didn't go somewhere. So the opportunity was missed. Perhaps this person, as I said, even if they did not follow through with it, now they're worried. And perhaps they're worried about the person who employed them, or the person who they found. Oh, but I also say this, and that's what I was going to say with that trickle-down effect. If there are a few people involved, then everybody knows each other's secrets. So somebody here, and it could be this Knight of Swords, because the swords are about communication, talking. Somebody's afraid that somebody is now going to talk and to speak and to start telling everything, especially if this person has already been in trouble before. This Knight of Swords, this younger energy, has been in trouble before, had some kind of legal situations before, where if they say they were apprehended, on the streets or something, like that, they were taken in for some other minor occurrence. But then when law enforcement started delving deeper, they realized that, oh, wait a minute, you've also been involved in some other activity or so, and they started just looking deeper. So the deeper they looked, the more and more that was uncovered. So at that point, maybe this Knight of Swords, this younger person, whoever was employed, realizing that they were in between a rock and a hard place. So it's either you start giving up information, or you just take the brunt of everything that's going on, or something like that. I don't work in the legal field, but I mean, I have watched a lot of legal documentaries, I suppose, or murder and mayhem documentaries. But anyway, what else comes out? The Sun in the reverse. The Sun in the reverse, that's Leo energy. And that is the most happiest energy in the deck. It's the Sun, it's energy, it's love, it's joy. It is just ecstatic, brand new beginnings. Everything is out in the open, everything is exposed. And that's what's going on. So someone doesn't want to be exposed. As I'm saying, this person has the power to expose these other people. Because look how this Sun card came out in on top. These two, King of Pentacles and King of Wands, I don't know if they were the ringleaders or so, or if they were the head, or if they had more of the money or so, more of the resources. But like I said, the Knight is the younger energy. So you have two older, and then you have a younger. But then someone, like I said, they didn't receive some kind of joy or news or something. Maybe somebody was expecting to receive some good news about, like I said, if somebody had employed someone to do a job, but then they realized that it was not done, obviously this is not making these people happy. This is not a joyous occasion for them, because And especially if they paid somebody as well. So maybe they already paid them. And maybe they didn't get a return on their investment. So, yep. Eight of Swords in the reverse. Gemini. Eight of Swords in the upright. That's jail. Look at her. She's locked up, but she can easily get out, but it's still like in imprisonment. So it doesn't have to be a physical imprisonment. It could very well be a mental imprisonment. But in the reverse, this is being released from some kind of imprisonment, released from some kind of bondage. All right. And didn't I say? I said somebody here could have been out on, somebody here could have been out on bail already. Somebody here, like I said, could have had legal troubles already. They'd already been in some kind of lockup before, but they were out. Now here we go, because this is the Nine of Swords. So we go from the Eight of Swords to the Nine of Swords right here. Now listen, Eight of Swords in reverse. We're out of jail. We're scot-free. We're free. This is freedom. But now you go back to the Nine of Swords. Now we're worried again. Now we're stressed. And why are we stressed? Because somebody here, as I said, they were picked, they were chosen, they were paid to do something, a job, something sinister to someone. They didn't follow through with it for whatever reason. They received the money possibly, but the job wasn't done. This, of course, made the people or the person or whoever who employed them angry and upset. But what the fuck could they do? They couldn't say anything, because it's not as if they could go to law enforcement and say that this person has stolen my money or stolen my resources. Yeah, this person stole my resources. This person, I gave this person money and they took advantage and took my money for not doing this job that I paid them to do, to hurt somebody, take advantage of somebody. So they're in between a rock and a hard place. This person or these people who employed this money to this younger person because they got stiffed. So anyway, as I said, now you have this person who was already out, maybe on some bond or something, or out of wherever they had been. But now it's like out of the fire into the frying pan, especially getting themselves wrapped up in this. So yeah, obviously this person's not going down by themselves. They're going to start singing. They're going to start exposing. And this is what these people are not happy about. What else comes out? This is what these people are not happy about. The Lovers in the reverse. Gemini. Should have made better choices. Lovers is all about choices as well. Choices with our love, choices with our hearts, choices with anything in life that is going to benefit us, but also benefit somebody else too, especially in a partnership. Whoever or whatever this couple is, and this couple comes out a lot in this reading, and obviously we see them right here, but they are not a match, even vibrationally. So someone could have more money, but someone could have could garner more attention by their looks or so. So someone pulls in somebody with money, another person pulls in person with their charm, their looks, maybe even sex as well too. This person, whether this be a man or a woman, with this Queen of Wands energy, as I said, they're very promiscuous as well too. They could have been involved with this younger person in some way. Doesn't have to be, but it's a possibility. But with this Lovers card, as I said, should have made a better choice. It's all about making better choices. Um, obviously, as I mean, obviously, as I said, reading these two right here, and then here we go. As I was just finishing up and talking about them, and it comes out. So what else? One more card, because I like to give, I want to give like 13, especially because the Death card is here, number 13. So what is this? Six of Swords in the reverse. Six of Swords in the reverse is pretty much the Five of Swords in the upright, because it's going back to the mess, going back to the fuck shit. So returning to the fuck shit, leaving but then returning to the mess. But this could be again that return. Usually the seven of swords and the reverse is my return to the scene of the crime. But this, okay, three of pentacles. Six of swords is Aquarius energy, and three of pentacles, this is Capricorn. So this is about working together. Okay, so what, did somebody go back so they could work together again? Like I said, returning, um, going back to be taken advantage of as well too. So this could be somebody who, like I said, now they're scheming a new ways to take advantage of someone. With this three of pentacles, it's working together, collaborating again. So it very well could be these same three people as well. Or we'll see what happens. But anyway, thank you all again for joining me for another installment of the Phantom Justice Tarot. I pray you all continue to do well, stay safe, take care of yourselves, and take care of one another. Please hit that like button, like, share, and subscribe to my channel. I would greatly appreciate it. And until next time, I take care. Bye-bye.